Welcome to the Astral Weather Report for March 1st through 6th. I'm Jeremy Gene Wilson. I come over here every 6 days to share with you the astrological influences that affect the way we think, the way we feel, and rather be a disruption, a distraction, or something that creates conflict for you, you can take advantage of it, utilize it to your benefit. So this next 6 days, the theme is cognitive calibration. It's a very, very headspace transit for us. So this is a great opportunity. You'll probably notice more doubt, more skepticism, more second guessing than you normally do. And it's an awesome opportunity to alchemize that into clarity. So you might expect, like I said, just a little bit more doubt, questioning, second guessing, a little bit more mental pressure and like this need for resolution, for clarity. So a lot of people are going to be overthinking, playing worst case scenarios in their heads, just a heightened distrust overall, and this desire to figure things out. So there can be some frustration anywhere you have an incomplete answer, whether it's something you're working on in your personal life or your professional life, but you will exhaust yourself. You will feel mental fatigue from trying to solve too much. So we all know when there's head pressure, it can lead to sedation. A lot of people, instead of express what's going on inside and amplify it and make it worse, it can lead to, avoidance, numbing it out. Like I said, sedation in general. So clarity, though, comes from sequencing appropriately, right? Not from forcing certainty, which you avoid. Conflict avoided is conflict multiplied. So just keep in mind this week, we've got a little extra energy up in the head, right? The sun has moved into the 63rd signature, also known as gate 63 in human design. This is all about doubt. It's all about logical testing. So in the I Ching, we call it after completion. And the way this shows up in a distorted way is just extra skepticism, being suspicious, right? Paralysis through analysis, and specifically over-analysis, right? Overthinking. If you're overthinking, like Tony Robbins says, if you're in your head, you're dead. There's no creativity found there. So to align with this is to, exercise critical thinking, first principles thinking, break things down into their core pieces. What is your outcome? What are the obstacles in the way? What are the potential solutions? What is the shortest path to solving that problem, right? Start testing ideas. It's like, I want to run an ad. Well, we all know in the advertising world that it comes down to testing, market fit, right? And so make sure that you're refining your systems through intelligent doubt, process of elimination. AI learns what not to do, what doesn't work, and remembers those things so that they don't make the same mistakes twice. I encourage you to do the same. Doubt becomes a powerful mechanism when it sharpens your understanding, helps you understand what works, what doesn't work, instead of sabotaging your thinking. So the Earth has moved into the 64th signature. This is, the gate of confusion in human design. It's also known as before completion in the I Ching. You can see these two sit side by side. Same thing, distortion, mental overwhelm, and just needing closure on things you don't have all the data on, having anxiety about unfinished or open loops. Just be patient with the process. Use this to create clarity, right? Allow clarity to unfold in order to solve problems. Don't try and force any outcomes. The biggest truth and core lesson from Gate 64 is just confusion is a really temporary thing when you trust the process, trust the sequence. You've heard that in sports. We're just coming out of the Olympics. So many of them say, the reason I'm here is because I just trusted the process and I trusted the sequence of what needed to happen. So we just came through some major astrological alignments. So there's just been a lot shook up, right? You shake the snow globe, there's chaos. We feel like we need to do something with it. But the truth is just avoid trying to solve everything all at once. Don't assume that doubt equals failure at all. You might feel a tendency to second guess a lot of things this next 5-6 days, but rushing to decisions, knee-jerk reaction, that's not going to relieve mental pressure. It's just going to heighten it. So don't go overload yourself with information. Don't spiral into worst case thinking. The best way to leverage this energy this week is just structured problem solving. Like I said, get really clear about your problems, even if you got some areas in your life that feel like a crisis. Break down every crisis into a set of problems, and every set of problems down into a set of solutions or potential solutions. That'll help reduce things, but make sure to write it down. That gets it out of your head. It reduces that mental load and mental pressure. A lot of you know that I operate off of note cards all day, every day. Definitely write things down and break your complex goals or obstacles just into sequences, into shorter principles. I would say, also just what are the questions you need to be asking yourself? You know what they are. Just ask better questions instead of forcing answers. Let clarity emerge in stages. You don't need an answer today, but what are things you need answers to? Unanswered questions create doubt, ambiguity. So just what questions need answered? Just be with the questions. Don't force answers, and clarity will find you. So over this next 5-6 days, I would also encourage you just do some brain dumps. If you've got some open loops, sit down, brain dump it all out, and then choose the biggest problem, the biggest thing you need to focus on. If you've got a whole bunch of problems, focus on just one at a time. Definitely limit your information intake. Right now, it's so easy to get caught in the social media feed and act like you're there learning things to stay relevant. The truth is, just limit information intake. Most people have plenty of information. They need to know what information deserves integrating and when, and that's what this next few days can be about. Don't make any major decisions until you have more clarity, no knee-jerk reactions. And you've heard it said, life happens, for me, not to me. Well, when you're like in the in-between, before you realize why it's happening for you, let go of why is this happening to what is the next step? Just what is the next step? We can only handle life one thing, one step, and one breath at a time. Let that be your focus. Who cares about why? And then just a couple questions to be with this next week is, is my doubt, or where is my doubt paralyzing me instead of refining me? Our doubt is there to help refine us, help us find confidence, versus freeze and paralyze and fight with ourselves and fight with reality. Where can more clear communication with yourself and with others reduce unnecessary confusion, friction, etc.? So that's what we got for you. We are entering week 3 of our Breakthrough Lab cycle this week. So for those of you that would love to be a part of that, we've got a beautiful call lined out this week, help you make more money without selling your soul. It's going to be a very specific training for those people that want to not just jump through the next layer of our identity to make more cash, but how to do so sustainably. So I'll be sharing some systems and frameworks to do just that. If you want to be involved with that, just shoot us a message here, whoever invited you, or find me on Instagram, and we'll get you set up. We'll see you Wednesday at 12 MST. In the meantime, infinite love. Remember what you are. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are the soul in control. Shine on. Bye for now.